Lionstar Supernatural Gears log, here on planet Proxima B, for a summer vacation on the Extraterrestrial Dairy, asked to check out stories of a deer tick invasion in the region. Thought I might as well turn the mission trip into a vacation while there. Ended up confronting the genetically altered Bumpman and his GMO large pet deer ticks. He's turning animals, aliens and people here, transforming them into large pet blood-drinking ticks, and attacking others only drink their blood. Victims of their gathered blood assault are then sucked from the tick's large blood sacs and sold to the 9th Sector Reptilian DRACS. The blood-drinking reptilian vampire Drax. The Bumpman and the Drax are also known to attack for blood sport fun. Visitors here are being warned when they visit here in this beautiful, huge celestial extraterrestrial farming region not to go into the massive titration forest where the notorious Bumpman and his herd of blood deer ticks have been seen. These ticks and the Bumpman were developed by the Nazi Dr. Joseph Mengele and the Drax. They took DNA from a microbe on Mars and fused with a tick and human on Earth, creating the Bumpman. The original purpose was to get rid of the deer ticks on Earth from spreading Lyme disease. The experiment in genetics took a dark turn and resulted in creating what is referred to as this Bumpman because of large sacs on his body. And the other altered ticks grew in size and changed shape into these awful, killing, blood-sucking creatures. The Bumpman somehow learned how to control these other genetically modified deer ticks and basically runs a blood-sucking tick farm hidden and cloaked in the deep, dark titration forest region. A blood bank for reptilians. These altered ticks are commanded to attack humans or animals like deer by the bump man, with ticks jumping on your head, getting into your hair and burrowing into your head and changing you into a monster blood-drinking, killing tick slave. Instead of killing you strictly for your blood, the Bumpman will send a transformer tick to abduct you and transform you into one of his blood-drinking, killing slave ticks to add you as his pet to the tick herd. I was invited to come and stay at my doppelganger Grandpa and Grandma's extraterrestrial dairy farm in the constellation Alpha Centaur, to enter the parallel universe timeline of Jacob Lemizuk the Amish exorcism musician. Jacob is a doppelganger of me. We would switch places. I would stay on the farm there on his timeline and he would enter my timeline and take my place on this siren mission of possible fun for 2 weeks while staying on my parallel parents' extraterrestrial doppelganger farm. So many cool, strange farm animals and life forms working together to feed the universe. And of course for my main stay there to try and solve the tick problem, occurring simultaneously together, but occurring slightly different on each parallel universe. I traveled the extraterrestrial highway through the Fermion parasite route, which is mostly used for reincarnation travel. Supernatural gears traveling down through time, traveling minstrels on paranormal siren missions. This is the route the New World Order, along with 9th Sector reptilian Draculas, working with the Nazi angel of death Joseph Mengele and Adolf Hitler and over 800 Nazi scientists, will try and harness the paranormal power of the supernatural storm to divert the direction of the storm through the Fermion route, which is believed to be the access route to the Methuselah star, otherwise known as God, to try and gain the ultimate power of reality. These Nazis from WW2 are still alive, taking the adrenochrome youth drug Mengele developed using frightened children's adrenal gland. Dr. Mengele lives in Lancaster, Pennsylvania among the Amish, rides around hidden in Amish buggies, He goes by the name Dr. Green and still practices medicine as a doctor in the area. Hitler is living in an underground military base nearby, preparing for his return to take over the world and usher in the most demonic violent dictatorship ever seen on Earth. For adrenochrome extraction they freak out. Frightened, stolen, captured young children from around the world, put them in cages and extract the adrenaline from their glands to make the youth drug adrenochrome, which extends life. Mengele, Hitler and many others in the elite bloodline aristocracies, including reptilians, continue to extend their lives eternally off the suffering of these abducted, frightened, stolen children. The blood drinker Drax from the Draco constellation are now on Earth in a mass mind control and shape-shifting invasion using secret human shape-shifting body extractions, taking over governments, especially Russia and America, killing off leaders and members of Congress in the US government, and government and military leaders in Russia and Ukraine and elsewhere around the world. They shape-shift, kill off these leaders and take their human form and show up on cable news networks. Mostly on the Wolf News Network in American, the popular fascist propaganda channel, as they try to usher in an authoritarian New World Order rule with human royalty bloodlines of the NWO under control, with Ninth Sector reptilian Drax. The human bodies of the leaders from around the world, especially in the US, are destroyed in dissolving liquid masses in what's known as Stevie's acid tub, a demonic body dissolving chemical tub vats inside huge hidden dungeon-type underground horror room chambers with huge locks on the doors. They're doing this getting ready to try and access the power of the perfect paranormal storm now hurling through space. Ground Zero impact to occur in Hex County, York, Pennsylvania, land of the Amish region on midnight New Year's 2028 as the Doomsday Clock. Countdown to this timeline frame as predicted by the quantum mechanics of the ancient blood moon. Music Minstrel Guild will occur. For now, going to enjoy my stay here with my parallel universe. Grandpa and Grandma, they're old farm Merle who I've known since I was a kid growing up on the farm. Before I ever knew I was a supernatural, Gears sent here on a mission is going to show me his beautiful new milk cows, working with him as partners to feed the universe. Going to have fun until I venture into the titration forest to the cloaked farm of the Bump Man and his herd of genetically modified deer ticks. Soon I will find that a little girl, while playing on a nearby vacation farm, ventured into the forest. Her family went looking for her and they all disappeared. When I ventured into that forest, I will find them being turned into ticks. I try to save them. To be continued. Signing off. Lionstar, Supernatural Siren Gear of the Ancient Blood Moon Music. Minstrel Guild.